I haven't talked about the Mormon changes to the Jesus jammies yet, and I'm absolutely happy to do that. So, the way I understand it, the Mormon magic underwear was like cap sleeved basically. So what Mormon women wear, I don't know anything about what the men wear. I think it was more regular tank top because I remember seeing Mitt Romney's under his shirt, and that was a big deal. But though for the women, they had these cap sleeves, so you had to basically wear a sleeved shirt. You couldn't wear a tank top, and the Mormons specifically call them porn shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. So women have been told their whole lives that showing their shoulders was tantamount to porn. Okay. So I believe what happened was they were going to change it for the tropics, the missionaries and the Mormons who are in like Australia and Brazil, etc., which makes sense. And then somebody used their high level ward email account. Somebody in Australia used their email address to send out the changes to everyone in the church. And so everyone found out about it, freaked out. It was this big thing. And then the church was kind of like, hey, we were planning to do that all along. But most likely they didn't. And I'm assuming that person was like taken care of. But anyway, I do have a shirt in LinkedIn Lio that says it's a tank top and it says it was never about the shoulders. And it was so funny when I heard this. I was like, oh no. My first thought was like, I feel so bad for all of my ex-Mormon sibs from another crib that are going to have to find another way to let everyone know that they're ex-Mormon. I mean, you still got tattoos and coffee, so you're good. It's not going to be just the shoulders anymore. And then I immediately started talking about how this is a much bigger crack in the brainwashing than they think it is. Cults are always controlling appearance, and we see appearance control break down into 4 parts that I've talked about in my next book, The Culting of America: hair, body size, body coverage, and underwear. And when you see changes to those things, especially when they're forced changes, the church is being forced to adopt in order to keep up with modernity, usually that's going to lead to some interesting cracks in the brainwashing. And I think it definitely has in the LDS Church. I'm Danielle, a scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership. I wrote this book, Uncultured, about growing up in the Children of God religious cult and then going into the cult of the U.S. Army. You can get signed copies attached here. My new book, The Culting of America, comes out January 20th. And if you're not watching this on TikTok, you can get copies attached here, pre-ordered. Super fun bundles.